What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? We got a viral video of a woman who's making her rounds in town. I don't know where she is, but she's on spring break and she's having the time of her life. Every scene, that was well over a dozen clips, a dozen scenes of her twerking and with a different dude in every scene. Dudes all up under, all over, touching all on. And she's having the time of her life. Now, here's the deal. You're young, have fun, do your thing. I have no problem with that. I'm not really overly critical of people who decide that that's what they want to do. Like, I do believe in letting people be who they want to be. Obviously, nobody told her that that type of behavior can come back to bite you. And perhaps, maybe she didn't have a father or a mother guiding her in that direction, saying, hey, baby, that ain't cool. Because here's what comes with that. So enjoy yourself, have fun, do your thing. But understand the consequences that comes with your actions. There will be no being treated like a lady if you behave that way. And that's what's a trip about these type of women. You'll see a woman who would jump out there and do all of this wild stuff, and then down the line, she catches a snap, and now she's the victim and she's blaming men for all of her problems. It's like, I'm independent. I do what I want to do. Dude, I don't need a man for nothing. But then when she's down and feeling depressed and she's by herself or whatever, she's blaming men for all of her problems. I do believe that all of us are responsible for our own actions. Yes, we all have different experiences in life that shapes us, right? But just like men have been hurt by women, there are many, many men that have been hurt by women, harmed by women. There are men who have been murdered over women, behind women. And all of those men had to stand on their own merit. Women didn't get the general blame for those men being a little off, being mentally disturbed or unhinged. So when women have that type of stuff happen to them, when women fall short of the goals that they have in life, when the men in their life don't meet their expectations, they have to take blame. They have to take responsibility for the choices they make. And I just see a lot of times where women who behave like this woman is behaving, they ultimately blame men. They figure out a way to blame men. Now, let me get back to my original point. If a woman can live that life and want to just say, okay, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be free. I'm going to screw who I want to screw. I'm going to let as many dudes get all over me in a video, and I'm going to get on the ground, and I'm going to twerk in public, and I'm going to, just do whatever I want to do. I'm going to act loose or whatever. I'm going to just do, I'm going to have my fun. If that's who she is and that's who she want to be, then I say, let her have at it. I wouldn't want that for my daughter. I would definitely try to guide her in a different direction. But ultimately, if that's who she really was, because sometimes I don't care how much guiding you do, sometimes people just want to take their own path. They want to do what they want to do, good, bad, or indifferent. So you have to allow that person to be who they are. Unfortunately, there's going to come a time when some dudes are going to come into her life. In fact, I'm sure they already have, who's going to come into her life and not going to understand the twerking in public stuff. Not going to understand she's just wild and just engaging like she is. And perhaps she have a boyfriend. I don't know. I mean, you know, but damn, I hope she don't she? Unless he was the dude that was laying in the bed with her. But, you know, there are women who go out and they'll have dudes all over them and they got a dude at home. Or they'll get out there and be twerking and just busting it wide open on the floor, at the dance floor, and they got a dude. And those dudes, when they find out that their woman is doing that or whatever, they catch them doing it, they lose their mind. But oftentimes, when they meet that woman, they meet her in that type of capacity. They met her behaving that way. So that's the part that is difficult to understand. Now, I understand. Now, listen, fam, I do get it. I do get it. Sometimes you meet a woman and you see more value in her than she sees in herself, oftentimes. And so you want her to change. You want her to be something that she not. So you can't understand her twerking and stuff and you don't want to accept that, but you liked it enough to holler at her. But now you want to change it. That's not going to work. You got to let her be who she is. And if that's what turns you on about her, let her continue to be that. And hey, man, here's the deal. You let her know you don't like her, whatever. But if she don't change and you still want to hang out with her, you still want to be with her. If she don't change, you can't hold it against her because that's what she likes doing. That's part of who she is. That might be part of her identity. You got to let her do what she do. Let her be herself. Do not try to change her. Stop trying to change people. Change your expectations of people. See, that's how you have good relationships, have healthy relationships. If you want to stay in the relationship, you have to allow people to be who they are, accept people as they are, as is. Just like when you go out there and buy a car. If that car is sold as is, all of us pretty much are sold as is because we all use to an extent, right? So the car is as is. Ain't no coming back trying to ask about a warranty. Go back to the dealer talking about a warranty. Hey man, I told you as is. This is the car. The car got X amount of miles on it. We got a ripped seat. Let me get out of that, fam. But y'all know what I'm talking about. You really just gotta allow people to be exactly who they are. And a lot of times, dudes will try to change a woman. A dude will see a woman in the club and he meet her, and she got on a real sexy dress, a provocative dress, or something showing her cleavage or whatever. Then he hook up with her, he fall in love with her. Now he wants her to stop wearing that type of clothing or whatever. And perhaps he got a point because sometimes women know how to put certain stuff on because they trying to attract a certain, they trying to get their thing on, attract the dude or whatever. But once you get them, that ought to be enough. But what a lot of dudes don't understand is that women like being sexy and, they like show a little skin from time to time, married or boyfriend or not or whatever. So at the end of the day, I'm really just trying to save some of you guys some heartache. If you don't really want that type of a woman, don't spend time with her. Don't like to spend quality time with her. If you're going to stick and move, cool. But don't spend quality time with her. Because if you spend quality time with her, there's no guarantee if you're going to fall in love with her or not. It don't matter what kind of woman she is. If you fall in love with her, if you spend enough time with her, and quality time, you might end up falling in love. And once you fall in love, it don't matter because the heart wants what it wants. It don't matter what your brain's saying. Your brain can be saying, hey, man, this ain't for us, man. It just don't work, man. I don't like that twerking she be doing. She be hanging out with her friends, coming in at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And your heart be like, man, fuck you, fool. Nigga, I'm in love. I don't give a damn what you say. And that's how I go. Usually, the heart wins. to the dude who might be attracted to a woman like that, don't try to change that woman. Let her be exactly who she is, as you would want her to allow you to be exactly who you are. If you insist on pursuing that woman, run till your feet is so sore they need soaked in Epsom salt. But understand this, you've been thoroughly warned. She's for the streets. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?